Have you ever asked yourself why you want to be fit? Let's delve into that thought. Is it for the stunning reflection that greets you in the mirror every morning? Or perhaps it's that rush of endorphins after a grueling workout? Or maybe it's because you want to be around for your grandchildren, to share stories, to make memories. It could be any of these reasons or none at all. That's the beauty of it. Your motivation, your why, is as unique as you are. Let's take the case of John. He was your average guy working a 9 to 5, happy with his life. Health and fitness were not high on his list of priorities. Until one day he found himself in the hospital, diagnosed with a condition that could have been prevented had he taken better care of his health. That was his wake-up call. That was the moment he found his why. He didn't want to be another statistic. He wanted to live and not just exist. He wanted to be there for his family, to see his children grow up. He wanted to be fit. And that's the thing about finding your why. It's not always about the aesthetics or the athletic prowess. More often than not, it's about something deeper, something more personal. It's about life, longevity, happiness, and well-being. It's about being the best version of you, for you. What's standing in your way? In the pursuit of fitness, we often encounter hurdles that seem insurmountable. Time constraints, lack of knowledge, fear of failure. These are common obstacles that can deter even the most resolute amongst us. But let's take a moment to consider these challenges not as roadblocks, but as opportunities to grow and to learn. Picture this: a busy parent juggling a full-time job, household chores, and the demands of raising children. On the surface, it might seem impossible to find a spare minute for exercise. But this parent didn't let the lack of time become an obstacle. They saw it as a challenge to be tackled head-on. They started waking up half an hour earlier to squeeze in a quick workout before the day began. They turned household chores into a fitness routine, doing lunges while vacuuming or squats while loading the dishwasher. They included their children in their exercises, making it a fun family activity. With determination and creative problem-solving, they turned their time constraints into a winning strategy for fitness. Then there's the hurdle of not knowing where to start or what to do. Fitness can be a complex world filled with countless exercises, diets, and regimes. It's easy to feel lost, but remember, every expert was once a beginner. The key is to start small, learn gradually, and never stop seeking knowledge. And finally, the fear of failure. It's a daunting obstacle indeed, the fear of not being able to lift that weight, of not losing those pounds, of not reaching your goal. But here's the thing, failure is not the opposite of success, it's part of it. Each time you fail, you learn, you grow, and you come back stronger. So what's standing in your way? Is it time, knowledge, fear? Or is it simply the perspective you're choosing to view these obstacles from? Remember, every hurdle is not just a roadblock, but a stepping stone towards your goal. Remember, every obstacle presents an opportunity to improve. What are your fitness goals? This question may seem simple, yet it holds the key to your fitness journey. Let's talk about setting goals, but not just any goals. We're talking about specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound goals, or, as you may know them, SMART goals. Imagine someone we'll call Alex. Alex had a dream of running a marathon. It seemed like a mountain of a task, but Alex knew the power of SMART goals. First, Alex got specific. Instead of saying, "I want to get fit," Alex said, "I want to run a marathon." This specificity gave Alex a clear target. Next, Alex made it measurable. "I will run 5 days a week, increasing my distance each week until I can run the full marathon distance." This measurable goal gave Alex a way to track progress. Then Alex ensured it was achievable. Alex knew that running a marathon wouldn't happen overnight. It would take months of consistent training. Alex set a training plan that slowly increased in intensity, making the goal attainable. Alex also made sure the goal was relevant. Alex had always loved running, and the marathon was a personal challenge. This relevance made the goal personally meaningful. Finally, Alex set a time limit. "I will run a marathon in 6 months." This deadline gave Alex a sense of urgency and kept the motivation high. Fast forward 6 months and Alex crossed the finish line. It was a moment of triumph, a testament to the power of setting achievable goals. Remember, goals are not just about the end result, they're about the journey, the discipline, the perseverance, and most importantly, the growth. Setting achievable goals keeps you motivated, keeps you grounded, and gives you a roadmap to your success. So, when you think about your fitness goals, think SMART. Be like Alex. Don't just set goals, set smart goals. Remember, your goals are a reflection of your determination. They give you a sense of direction and purpose. They are the stepping stones on your path to success. So, set your goals, make them clear, and go after them with everything you have. How are your habits shaping your life? Let's dive into the power of habit, a force that can transform your life in unimaginable ways. Picture this, a man named John was stuck in a rut. He was overweight and unhappy with his physical health. His doctor warned him that if he didn't make changes, his health would deteriorate. But the thought of a complete lifestyle overhaul was daunting. Instead, John decided to start small. He began with a simple habit, a 10-minute walk every day. It didn't require a gym membership or any significant lifestyle changes. It was just 10 minutes of his day, every day. As days turned into weeks, John noticed a shift in his mindset. The 10-minute walk became a non-negotiable part of his daily routine. He started to look forward to it. It was his time, a moment of quiet in his busy day. Then something incredible happened. John began to crave more. The 10-minute walk turned into a 15-minute walk, then 20 minutes. Before he knew it, John was walking for an hour every day. His energy levels soared and he began to lose weight. And encouraged by these changes, John decided to implement another small habit, eating a piece of fruit every morning instead of his usual sugary breakfast. Just like the walking habit, this small change began to snowball. He started making healthier choices throughout the day and his weight continued to drop. Now, years later, John is a different person. He's healthier, happier, and more confident, all thanks to the power of habit. This story isn't unique. It's shared by millions of people worldwide who have discovered the transformative power of small, consistent habits. It's not about making drastic changes overnight. It's about making small, incremental changes that add up over time. It's about understanding that habits are not a finish line to cross, but a path to follow. So remember, it's not the big, sweeping changes that make a difference. It's the small, daily habits that lead to lasting change. Shape your habits and they'll shape you. Are you enjoying the journey? Let me tell you about my friend Alex. Alex used to see fitness as a means to an end. He'd set goals, reach them, and then what? He'd feel accomplished for a moment, sure, but then it was on to the next one. It was a cycle that left him feeling exhausted and unfulfilled. Then something changed. Alex started to see fitness not just as a destination, but as a journey. He began to appreciate the daily routine of it, the ritual. The early morning runs when the world was still asleep, the weightlifting sessions at the gym where he could push his limits, the yoga classes that brought him a sense of calm. Fitness became more than just about reaching a goal, it was about the process of getting there. Alex found joy in the sweat and effort, the discipline it took to get up each day and choose to be active. He found satisfaction in the incremental improvements, the extra mile run, the additional weight lifted. And he found peace in the moments of stillness, the deep breaths taken in between. This transformation didn't happen overnight. It was a gradual shift, a reprogramming of sorts, but once Alex started to see fitness as a journey, everything changed. He was no longer chasing an endpoint, he was living in the moment, enjoying the process, and guess what? He was happier, healthier, and more fulfilled. You see, fitness is not a destination. It's not about getting to a certain point and then stopping. It's a lifelong journey, a commitment to yourself to stay active, to stay healthy. It's about finding joy in the process, the daily routines and rituals that make up your fitness journey. So take a moment to appreciate your journey, because this is where real transformation happens. It's not about the end result. It's about the journey. It's about the sweat, the effort, the discipline. It's about the joy of pushing your limits and discovering what you're capable of. So take a moment to appreciate your journey, because this is where real transformation happens.